Welcome to one of the most exciting lessons in programming. So far, our programs have been like straight, single road. The Python interpreter starts at the beginning and executes every line one after another until it reaches the end. It has no choice. But real power comes from making decisions. Today, we learn how to give our program a brain. We will learn how to use control flow. Control flow is the ability to direct the path of your program's execution, allowing it to choose different paths based on different conditions. The fork in the road analogy. To understand this, let's go back to our analogy of being on a journey. Imagine you arrive at a fork in the road. You cannot take both paths. You must choose one. How do you decide? You look at a signpost. This signpost is our condition. A condition is any question that results in true or false. This is exactly what we learned in our lesson on comparison operators. The result of that true or false question is the information that tells us which path to take. In Python, we have three main tools to build these forks in the road: if, elif, and else. If. This is the primary question. If the signpost says London, take this path. Else. This is the default path. If the signpost says anything else, take the other path. If. Else if. This is for crossroads with more than two options. If the signpost says London, take path 1. Else if it says Oxford, take path 2. Okay, let's build these decision-making paths in our code. I will create a new file, name it controlflow.py. First, the basic if statement, the first path. Let's start with the simplest decision. We have a destination, and we will check if it matches our desired path. For example, destination equal to London. Print, we are at the fork in the road. If destination equal to London, here is our condition, our signpost check. This block of code will only run if the condition above is true. Print, taking the path to London. This line will be run when this condition is true. Outside this block, we write print, the journey continues. Number 2, the if-else statement. Together, the two paths. But what if the destination is not London? We need a default path. For this, we add the else keyword. For example, destination equal to Oxford. Print, we are at the fork in the road again. If destination equal to London, colon, it means a new block. Print, taking the path to London. Else, colon, and then new block. Print, taking the other path. This block of code will only run if the if condition is false. And the main path, we write print, the journey continues. 3, the if, elif, else statement. The crossroads, we can say. We learned how to make our program choose different paths based on the value of a variable. But so far, we have been the ones changing the value of the variable inside the code. What if you want the user of our program to make the decision? What if you want our program to be interactive? For this, we need a brand new tool. This tool is a built-in function called input. What does input function do? It's very simple. The input function does two things. It displays a message on the screen asking the user for information. It then pauses the entire program and waits for the user to type something and press enter. Whatever the user types is then returns as a string, and we can store it in a variable. This is our bridge between the program and the user. Let's see how to use it. Okay, let's build a small interactive program that welcomes a user to an office and gives them a message based on their role. I will create a new file, name it interactive.py. Let's create a simple system for an office building. The program will ask the user for their role, and then based on their answer, it will grant them access to a specific flow. Now we use the input function to ask the user for their role. The program will pause here and wait for the user to type something. Whatever they type will be stored as a string in the your underscore role variable. Your underscore variable equal to input function. Inside input function, we write, please enter your role. For example, to help, we write manager, supervisor, employee. And now we use our control flow tools, if, elif, else to make a decision based on the user's input. If your underscore role equal to manager, print access granted. Please proceed to the 10th floor, executive offices. This block runs only if the user typed manager. If your role equal to supervisor, print access granted. Please proceed to the 5th floor, department offices. This block runs only if the user typed supervisor. If your underscore role equal to employee, print access granted. Please proceed to your designated floor. This block runs only if the user typed employee. Else, print access denied. Your role was not recognized. This is the default block. It runs if the user typed anything else. And in the main block, we write thank you for using your system. Now for the fun part. Let's run this program multiple times and pretend we are different people. I am a manager. Run the code and type manager. When prompted, you will see the message for the 10th floor. I am a supervisor. Run the code and type supervisor. When prompted, you will see the message for the 5th floor. I am a guest. Run the code and type guest. When you prompt, you will see the access denied message because it will fall into the else block. This is a huge step. You have now created a program that doesn't just run from top to bottom, but one that can interact with the user, take their input, and react differently based on that input. This is the core of every application you use every day. Nested if statements, decision within decisions. Sometimes one decision leads to another. You can place an if statement inside another if statement. This is called nesting. Imagine our emergency patient arrives at the emergency room. Now the doctors need to make more specific decision. For example, patient status equal to emergency. Patient has head problem equal to true. If patient status equal to emergency, print send to emergency room. If patient has head problem equal to true, this is a nested decision. Print action call the cardiologist immediately. Else, print action perform a general assessment. The ternary operator, a shortcut for simple if-else statements. Remember, just for if-else. For very simple if-else blocks, Python gives us an elegant online shortcut called the ternary operator. Let's look the long way. Age equal to 25. If age less than 18, user type equal to child. Else, user type equal to adult. The ternary shortcut. Age equal to 25. User type equal to child if age less than 18, else adult. Rate it as the user type is child if age is less than 18, else it's adult. Print user type.